ScoobTober is back and we dive straight into Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo, our first movie for the series. On Halloween night, the gang arrive at Avera's Halloween of Horrors parade in Crystal Cove, trying to capture the haunted scarecrow who's terrorizing the parade with his gas grenade drones, and pins the scarecrow to a tree, unmasking him to be revealed as none other than the scarecrow from Gotham City, Dr. Jonathan Crane, recently an escapee from Arkham Asylum. I love seeing another Batman villain being introduced to the Scoobverse. Shame we never got to see the Dark Knight himself make an appearance, but none other. It's still great to see a throwback to a classic team up. Mystery Inc. is treated as heroes, but before they can even start to celebrate, the sheriff shuts them down as the area is now a federal crime scene. Velma reveals that they were able to catch him because they tracked a piece of fan mail back to Olivia's back to him. She also then explains that they tracked a gas leak with an air quality meter that she assumed was from him. Hearing this, Crane claims he only steals Toei Omnitech gear and that it doesn't leak, implying that the tracked gas leak was from something else. He says to Velma that while he is caught in chains, they are both stuck in the same trap. Shaggy and Scooby use this opportunity to head back out trick-or-treating while there's still time and whip together last-minute costumes, heading off to the pumpkin patch. Dr. Crane's drones glitching out and having the words Tutti Ali Fame engraved into it. Besides that, they notice toxic waste leaking into the pumpkin patch. This causes pumpkins to come alive of all sizes, even the smaller ones start to fly, making their way towards Shaggy and Scooby before they run off. Meanwhile, back in town, the gang members are speaking to the sheriff, who is telling them not to interfere with law enforcement once again, as they've done in previous encounters. He warns them that whatever happens next is on them. Unaware of what this means, the gang gets thanked by a father and daughter, and the father, Mike, offers to help them if they ever need it in the future, just like with Kim Possible. Soon after, they get interviewed by a group of reporters, but just as that happens, Shaggy and Scooby tag in, telling everyone about the living pumpkins, whom they call jack-o'-lanterns, to which no one believes them. While finishing up the interview, they get a call from Bill Nye, who tells them that he has a gift for them, a brand new mystery machine to place the one that was destroyed earlier.
Gives me great pleasure to introduce the future of mystery solving, the Mystery Machine X.
While they go inside, they get greeted by a hologram version of Bill, who tells them that he will be able to assist and guide them. Bill reminds me of Wade from Kim Possible, the nice third-party member who really comes in handy. Suddenly, screams are heard outside from the reporters. It seems that one of them was kidnapped by the flying pumpkins, but it's too late as she is eaten and spat out, transforming into a jack-o'-lantern. While fleeing, they decide to meet up in a town centre, just like from Alien vs Predators 2, minus the nukes. Just as they're about to meet, the ground cracks beneath them and they get separated. Shaggy and Scooby hop into Mike's car, Fred and Velma are in the Mystery Machine X, and Daphne is in Cassandra's car, who earlier she was asking tips on how to become like her. Escaping on the highway together, they see off in the distance the pumpkins are right on their tails in vehicles of their own. Finally catching up to the sheriff, who doesn't know what's going on, Velma asks to get patched through to the feds truck where Dr. Crane is being held. This is the point where the sheriff notices the jack-o'-lanterns, and seeing them driving cars freaks him out, leading to him being fallen behind and getting consumed. Velma managed to get through to the feds truck, questions Dr. Crane what's going on, but apparently he has nothing to do with them and offers to help the gang, which Velma agrees to, trusting him and gives him his gear. Now, this is stupid. I understand Shaggy and Scooby being dumb enough to do this, but Velma being the smartest out of all of them to be the one to release him on a whim. Crane manages to hold off the pumpkins, sacrifices himself while the rest of them get away. Running into the woods further up the road due to having no more gas in the vehicles, we manage to see Warrior Fred once again with battle paint on, planning his trap for the lanterns. While Velma tries to visit her mind palace, a place in the head that stores all her knowledge and memories, something we've seen before from the Sherlock Holmes in the BBC show titled Sherlock, Shaggy and Scooby have an idea using Scooby snacks to help her enter it, so all three of them take one and end up entering Velma's mind. Inside Velma's mind, they revisit all the events that took place earlier on, and Velma begins to piece together everything. Arriving back to reality, they notice the jack-o'-lanterns are almost in Fred's trap, where a battle takes place, fighting them off left and right. It appears they're outnumbered, so Velma takes a leap of faith just like Altair, diving straight into the mouth of one of them. While everyone believes Velma is gone, saddened by what's happened, the pumpkin begins to shut down, with Velma coming out safely, revealing that it was just all mechanical and that the smaller ones were just drones. She also reveals what was actually written on the drones.
Actually read TOT aluminum lithium frame.
All the people consumed are found trapped in the giant pumpkin except for the sheriff and Dr. Crane. Velma explains there's a lithium mine in Crystal Cove, but never approved due to regulations against the environment. A hologram begins to play from the giant pumpkin's head, revealing all.
Once you exposed my plan to make everyone think a trash monster was causing pollution instead of tow Omnitech, I went to jail and lost half my stock. To make things worse, scientists said my lithium mine was going to pollute the environment. So I lost that, too. In prison, I'd learned that Dr. Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow, was a fan of my tech. So I did what anyone in my situation would do. I spent my remaining millions to amass an army of drones and moved to Crystal Cove to impersonate a local sheriff. I used my position as an authority figure to get under your skins. I tell you that you were breaking the law to wear down your confidence, and then tell you I supported you to build it back up.
The old hotsy-coldsy trick.
Once the trap was set, all I had to do was unleash my robotic drills. The robots would extract millions of dollars worth of lithium while I chased everyone out of town with my pumpkin drones and made you kids look like fools.
Just as his hologram cuts off, Scarecrow jumps onto his car, capturing him while Dr. Crane disappears into the night. The film ends with Fred building the Mystery Machine, changing it back to the original one, and having the gang pay Bill back by working in the kitchen. The lesson being, always pay your debts, even if it sounds too good to be true. Thanks for watching ScoobTober, hope you enjoyed yourselves. Remember to subscribe and join me tomorrow for another awesome tale.